Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So the 4th of July is one of my least favorite holidays, actually. I mean, I do like the fact that I get a day off, but there's some issues to be had. And plus, I like a day off. It doesn't have to be the 4th of July. In fact, I wish it wasn't. I'll get to that in a second. When I was in 6th grade, we had just come back from a holiday. I can't remember what it was. And it dawned on me that the benefits of having a public holiday, can't remember what holiday it was, but it dawned on me that the benefits of having the public holiday were negated by the fact that everybody took the holiday off, right? So your favorite restaurant was either not going to be open or it was going to be really busy depending on the nature of the holiday. If you're traveling, your airline tickets are going to be more expensive. And most of the benefit of having a day off were erased by the fact that it was a public holiday, right? I'd rather have a day off, right? And another problem hit me. I was getting ready to study for the SAT at the time, and I'd be in the middle of studying, and I'd be in a good train of thought. And then the next day would be Thanksgiving, and I didn't want to ruin Thanksgiving dinner over studying for the SAT, but I also didn't want to give up my train of thought. It made me wish that we could have our own Thanksgiving on whatever day we choose, right, instead of having a public holiday. That way it didn't... Imagine somebody was just about to find a cure for cancer, but tomorrow's Christmas, and they're true to their religion, they want to take the day, they don't want to sacrifice their vacation day, right? If they work through Christmas, they might not be able to take a different day off, right? It puts people in a pigeonhole, right? Imagine that somebody was just around the corner. They were going to find the cure for cancer, but they needed this break right now. But unfortunately, it's a typical Tuesday afternoon, right? I guarantee those two scenarios play out all around the world all the time, right? We'll never hear about it because a Nobel Prize that nobody won doesn't make the news, right? You'll never prove that, but I guarantee, just given the sheer number of people forced to take holidays on specific days, those things happen routinely. Probably at least every year, a Nobel Prize or a cure for cancer is lost. Guaranteed, right? And it dawned on me, why do we need to have these days off? What if somebody's just about to do something big on the 4th of July? Why would you force them to take it off, right? It's like forcing an entire country into a prison for one day, right? Granted, you don't lock them up, but you tell them that if you don't take this day off, too bad, right? It's lost, right? You can't move it to some other day, right? And that's just as bad, in my opinion. Now, the 4th of July also happens to be the day I mourn the loss of Mary Curry, 91 years this year. But I also really despise the fireworks. I often leave the city on the 4th of July just to get away from the fireworks. And I don't like there are certain chemicals in it I don't like, but I don't think that's a good way to celebrate events like that anyway. I mean, our founding fathers would probably be rolling in their graves if they found out all we did was shoot fireworks and buy furniture on furniture sales, 4th of July sales, and eat fatty foods. I think our founding fathers would be rolling in their graves if that's how they discovered that we were celebrating it. Right? Last year, I decided to wish everybody, memories to Mary Curry, and instead of the 4th of July, and so it was kind of a mixed reaction to that, mixed reactions, just to get everybody's attention away from the 4th of July. But if I had it my way, I've mentioned this a few times, I would get rid of all public holidays and just allow people to choose whenever they want to take off. Actually, even better than that. So let's say you work Monday through Friday, right? You take the weekends off. So 52 weekends times 2 days, 104 days that you take off for weekends, plus, I don't know, 10 public holidays, plus however many vacation days you take every year. Let's add that together and just say that in a given year you can take that many days off. You can work weekends if you want to. You can take weekends off if you want to. Any combination of that. Maybe on Friday afternoon you've decided you're on a roll and you want to keep going, win that Nobel Prize, and you can take off some other time, right? You can still work the same schedule you do now. It just opens up more options, right? And we would lose far less innovation, right? Somebody has a great idea on Thanksgiving, they work right through it, right? Somebody isn't ready on Monday yet. They could take a day. They can work a different day, right? Why would you want to force somebody who isn't ready to come to the office right? Or vice versa, right? Why would you force somebody to go home when they're just about to find that Nobel Prize winning idea, right? I think that's the stupidest thing in the world, 4th of July or not. And that's not because I'm not patriotic, by the way. It's just stupid, right? People do best when they do best. It's really that simple, right? Happy 4th of July. I just don't agree with how it's celebrated. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.